this question came in, and it's a question a lot of believers have questioned about. Are Mormons considered Christians?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question, because I'll go back to when Mitt Romney was running for president. I withstood that because I believe Mormonism is a cult, and I'm going to prove that it's a cult in a moment. And it has some wicked beliefs and teachings, such as Jesus and the devil are brothers. Okay, that God on another planet had women, and they conceived spirit beings, and all of the people on earth took the chance of coming here with their memory wiped out. And if you receive Mormonism, you can ascend into godhood, which is totally contrary, because they believe God's on this evolutionary pattern of 10 billion years ahead. We'll never catch him, so we'll never be greater than God. I mean, just totally contrary. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever, Hebrews 13:8. But it even gets even more sinister than that. And I withstood that. And I said, how you as a Christian can promote Mitt Romney? He's a cult leader, okay? He promotes Mormonism. In fact, they didn't even believe that blacks had souls until the NAACP got on them, okay? And then all of a sudden, one of their prophets have a revelation. Oh, yeah, they can be a priest now. I mean, goofy stuff. And then polygamy. You know, it was against the law. And they were having multiple wives, okay? And when the law came down on them, you know, all of a sudden they changed their doctrine up. You got it? To be compliant with the law. Look, if I had a conviction that this was my religious belief system, I would follow that. But there's just so many things. They can't drink coffee, so many goofy ideas. And they believe that they are literally a little God, that they are no different than God was at one time when God appeared somewhere in this evolutionary process. I mean, it is the most ludicrous, the most blasphemous religion, and it was started in the early 1800s by a guy by Joseph Smith. And I'll give you some real good reasons why it's so bizarre. They claim in the Pearl of Great Price there was a civilization that existed in South America, and there was wars with like 200,000 horsemen, and it really gives details, and they can't find one artifact. I've been to Israel many times. There's signs all over Israel that Jesus was who he said he was. You can go to the tomb, the empty tomb. You could go to the place he was crucified. You can go to the temple where he taught. There's nothing, zero. You mean to tell me an ancient civilization with that much? So many believe that it was a Catholic priest that wrote this novel, and Joseph Smith got a hold of it and possibly may have even killed the guy to take this and made a religion out of it. In fact, when you go to the Book of Mormon that was delivered by an angel, and by the way, Galatians chapter 1 says, though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel except that you received of our hand, let him be cursed.
Okay, if that's the case, and the scripture's right there, then why would they even
Because they're demon possessed. Because they don't adhere to the Bible. Let me show you this. Don't you find it a little bit suspicious that the Book of Mormon has 3,000, upper state New York now, an angel appears, and he speaks perfect King James. Over 3,000 King James Bible quotes in the Book of Mormon. I mean, you got to laugh at that. Unfortunately, he was put on trial as a soothsaying, lying, the liar he was, Joseph Smith. And he was put on trial and found guilty. He claimed he could read hieroglyphics. When they showed him hieroglyphics, he couldn't read it. They put him in jail and they killed him because he wasn't nothing but a scoundrel, and they made a martyr out of him. So is Mormonism anything remotely close to Christianity? Hades, no.